the foundation of my approach to it comes from Chinese medicine. And in Chinese medicine, they talk about the importance of movement in the body. Right? We're focused on the flow of qi, of energy, of life force, of vitality as it moves through the meridians in the body. And you've all seen that yin and yang symbol, right? The circle with the line and the squiggly line in the middle. It's part white, part black, with little circles of white and black in the opposite. And what's amazing about that symbol is it tells us everything that we need to know about how the universe works and should work and does work and what we need to incorporate into our life. And so the reason that the line in the middle is squiggly as opposed to straight is to emphasize movement. And so if we were to actually see what was happening, if this were animated, what we would see is that the yin turns back into yang and the yang turns back into yin. And there's a constant pull, this give and take, this movement back and forth. And this is what's so amazing about Chinese medicine is they recognize that when something is static, then we don't feel very good. We need to have that constant dynamic back and forth, back and forth. And what happens is that when the body's energy is moving back and forth, when we can go from one extreme of the yin back into the yang and from the yang back into the yin, from stillness into movement and movement back into stillness, then we start to touch on something that is amazing. Is that as one moves back and forth into the other, a byproduct of that movement, just like when we rub our hands together, and a byproduct of that friction is heat. As yin turns into yang and yang turns back into yin, a byproduct of that movement is qi. It's energy, it's life force, it's vitality. So in chapter 7 of Unlearning Stress, we want there to be exercise, right? We want you to get up from the sedentary lifestyle and start moving. But I also ask that you push yourself to let go and to push beyond some of the stagnation that you may have in your life, breaking old habits, old belief systems, these things that are getting in your way, in order to allow for there to be greater movement. Because when you can let go of an old habit, an old routine, something that's not working for you, then the yin can turn back into yang, the yang turns back into yin more efficiently, and you start to have more qi, more life force, greater vitality. So it can be something as simple as putting your watch on the other arm, brushing your teeth with the opposite hand, driving a different way home. Modern science will tell you that's going to create more neurons in the brain, greater connections. Well, in Chinese medicine, the way I see it is you start to create new habits, new patterns. And as that happens, you've got a new opportunity for yin to shift into yang and back and forth. Being able to go from a seated meditation into a moving meditation. Being able to go from a place of stillness into a large crowd full of thousands and thousands of people. Being able to flow freely from one into the other is really part of what's important in life. It's that greater resilience. No matter what situation you're in, you're able to feel good. Feel good about yourself, feel good about life, being present. And that activity, being active, chapter 7 of Unlearning Stress, is all about getting you to flow better. Getting the internal energy to be active as well, not just the physical movement, but internally. All of those ideas, everything that makes up who you think you are, to allow that to flow so that the body can better regulate itself.